What is up, Epic Gamers? It's Put here back with another Magic the Gathering deck tech and gameplay video. Today I'm going to be showcasing the United Assault Challenger deck for 2019, but before I actually jump into that, I would like to plug my other channel. I hope this isn't off-putting. I don't do this very often, but I would like to direct your attention to my other channel. If you have any inclination to watch it, it's just my outlet for me being goofy. Sometimes I do commentary videos, but mostly it's just zany sketches and things. So if you're into that kind of thing, give it a look, and if you don't like it, then leave it be. But now that I've got that out of the way, let's actually jump into the deck. So this deck is a mono white aggro deck, and it's really got a couple of key pieces. The main one is Benalish Marshal at three white mana to play a 3/3 that gives all of your other creatures +1/+1, and this is at rare from Dominaria. Now this is a very important card. One of the main reasons that mono white aggro has actually been good in the last couple standard rotations is very strong creature, really good. It's also a knight, so it's useful in knight in knight tribal decks and human tribal decks. Benalish Marshal is just a really outstanding card. We also have 2 copies, and we're playing 4 copies of that. I should have made that clear. We're playing 4 copies of Benalish Marshal, which is really nice to get out of the box. If you're looking to buy a challenger deck, this has a lot of play sets of really nice creatures, and I guess I'll talk about those before I jump into some other things. So we have 4 Benalish Marshals, but we also have 4 Adanto Vanguards, which is again a staple in mono white aggro and Boros aggro, because it's a 1/1 that gets +2/+0 whenever it attacks, and it only costs 2. So this is a 3/1 attacker for 2, and you can pay 4 life to give it indestructible, which is super helpful, particularly if you need. Sometimes you're going to be using this as a blocker, but usually you're going to be using this just to get over different types of removal in the early to mid game, so you can keep an attacker on the board and keep putting the pressure on the opponent. Also, this works well in a vampire life gain deck because you can spend some life to deal some, or to make sure you can deal damage to your opponent by keeping a creature on the board when you know you're going to be gaining life. So that can be very important. We also have 4 Ajani's Pridemates, which is another heavy hitter. It's a 2/2 for 2, and whenever you gain life, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. So it can get really big, really fast, especially when it's played alongside cards like Leonin Vanguard, which we also run 4 of. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures, Leonin Vanguard gets +1/+1, and you gain 1 life. This is kind of strong because it can be a 2/2 attacker for 1, which is great, but it also is gaining you life every turn, which is going to be putting counters on Ajani's Pridemate and allowing you to get over the hump of things like mono red aggro and even other mono white aggro decks that are going to be putting pressure on your life total early on in the game. This can help you stay in the game. We also have 2 Legions Landing, which creates a 1/1 white vampire creature token and then turns into a land if you attack with 3 more creatures, which is, again, that's very good. But I also meant to talk about Healer Talk just a second ago. Another 1/1, and it gains you life because it's a flyer with lifelink. So usually you're going to be pinging your opponent early on in the game and gaining a little bit of life, which should be triggering your Ajani's Pridemate to get bigger and bigger until you can have a really menacing. Of course, it doesn't have menace, but I mean it's just a daunting creature to have on the board when you spend 2 and in the matter of 2 or 3 turns you have like a 8/8 or something like that because you have multiple sources of life gain, which is really great. We also have 4 Dauntless Bodyguard, which is going to be generally used to give indestructible to something. We don't use this as an attacker most of the time, even though it can be good for that because it is a 2/1 for 1 mana. But you're going to choose another creature you control and give that creature indestructible if you sacrifice Dauntless Bodyguard. So this is just a way to keep creatures like Ajani's Pridemate or Benalish Marshal or something like that. Keep them alive when things get a little bit hairy. We also have 1 Hunted Witness, which I feel like it's a good addition. It's a little bit weird to have just 1 of that. I almost wish they would have just given us another, like another Conclave Tribunal in the main board or something like that instead of the Hunted Witness. This is a fine. Hunted Witness is great, but just having only 1 of it seems a little bit odd to me. I did forget to mention we do have 4 Skymarcher Aspirant, another 2/1 for 1, which is already kind of good. But when you ascend, so once you get 10 or more permanents, you get the City's Blessing, and this becomes a flyer, which is hard to deal with when this is becoming a 2/1 flyer in the mid game and you only paid 1 for it at the beginning. Really, really excellent. good value out of these cards, and that's why that's why this deck is really good, because all of these creatures have something particular about them that makes them really valuable. This is going to become a flyer when you have a lot of creatures. This gains you life, and that is making your other creatures stronger. This is again going to be gaining you life, and it's a flyer, so you can dodge some of those blockers. This is giving creatures indestructible. This can be indestructible. This gets really big, and this gives all your other creatures +1/+1, which is really excellent. We also do have History of Benalia. We have 2 copies of that, and that's I don't want to say the best card in the deck, but it's just really good because it again, very, very good value. You're getting 2/2 Knight creature tokens out of this, and then on the 3rd stage of this, the Knights you control are going to get +2/+1 until end of turn. You're going to you hopefully will at least have the 2 Knight tokens that you created on the board, but also the other Knights in the deck that we have are Benalish Marshal and Dauntless Bodyguard. Is anyone else a Knight? I think that's it in the Knight category. But that's really good value if those are getting a buff from this enchantment when it turns its last page, so to speak. So this is a really good card. In terms of removal, we only have 3 Conclave Tribunals. Normally a deck like this is going to run 4, but the Challenger deck does give you 1 in the sideboard. I should mention that. I'm not going to talk about the rest of the sideboard, but I will say that it does have a Conclave Tribunal in it. If you want to sub that in for something else, that's totally fine. But this is the main board that they put out. So this is what you're going to be playing with right out of the box. That's what they want you to be playing with, at least. The last card that I haven't talked about yet is Pride of Conquerors. Now this is one, it's an instant for 2 mana, and creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. If you have the City's Blessing, those creatures get +2/+2 until end of turn instead. So this is something that's going to be like that last push. You need to get over the hump, be able to put out enough damage, because usually you're going to be kind of poking your opponent all game, and then by turn 5 or 6, you're going to have this massive creatures on the field, and you want to deal a bunch of damage in the game before your opponent can board wipe you or something. You want to be able to get out that extra damage without just playing more creatures and having them removed. So this is another way to get that last bit of damage that you need. It's a really good card. I almost wish we could see. I have Radiant Destiny here because this is something I would like to have seen in a mono white, maybe like a Soldier's Tribal or a Knight's Tribal or something. But I understand that we have a lot of Knights and we have a lot of Soldiers, and we don't have all the same race. We have humans, we have cats, we have vampires, all sorts of stuff, birds. So Tribal is not ideal, though this is, I think, a much better card, but it kind of does the same thing. That's all I'm really trying to point out, is it's kind of another edict, and it gives them vigilance if you have the City's Blessing, but instead we get Pride of Conquerors, which is just fine. There are also other things that you can play like this if you're building this deck on your own instead of using the Challenger out of the box, but this... I have not played with this deck, I just built it, so we're going to go into some gameplay and see how it does. I'm very intrigued. Because I've been playing a lot of aggro decks lately, and I want to see how this one stacks up and ranked against some other more competitive decks. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into that. Okie dokie guys, game number 1 here with United Assault Challenger deck. Let's see how it stacks up. Okay, this is an interesting start. We have 3 lands, 3 plains, and a Legion's Landing, and 2 Dauntless Bodyguards. Oh, interesting. It's not exactly what we want. Of course, we do get to play Legion's Landing on turn 1. Also, having History of Benalia in the hand is not bad either. Legion's Landing on turn 1 is really good. And I kind of want to hold the Dauntless Bodyguards to make something more important than a Knight or like a Vampire token indestructible. But this is a fine hand. I'm going to keep it because I just personally don't like mulliganing very much, so I'm going to keep this hand and see how we can do. Okay, they shock in the Sacred Foundry, which is a little bit scary. So it looks like we're up against Boros aggro here. I'm actually going to play the Legion's Landing first. And this is a really good top deck because we can play Leonin Vanguard and a Dauntless Bodyguard on turn 2 to get this life gain immediately. Assuming they don't kill our Vampire token right now, which would be quite lame. Okay, so they pass. I think we go Leonin Vanguard. I'm a little bit worried. They probably have a Shock or a Lightning Strike or something in hand. And I'm going to play Dauntless Bodyguard to try to protect the Leonin Vanguard, but I'm expecting it to get killed now. Okay. Revitalize is fine. I don't mind that. So we go ahead and give you indestructible. Then we pass to combat, and I'm gonna attack with the token because I doubt our opponent's gonna block. If they block, that's totally fine because we like this trade. We like trading the creature or the vampire token for their Leonin Vanguard. Resplendent Angel is annoying, to say the least. Not the end of the world. We want to have removal for that soon. So let's see what we get. Okay, another Plains. That's not great. I think we go ahead and play History of Benalia because it's going to start putting pressure on the opponent, and we gain a little bit of life here. Yeah, we can't attack though because this blocker kills whatever we have. I'm hoping to attack soon so we can flip Legion's Landing. Flipping Legion's Landing into Adanto the First Fort is really nice because that means we can just sustain our creature front throughout the game by producing more vampire tokens. I wonder if he attacks here. Okay, doesn't attack, keeps up a blocker. I don't think I'm a little bit worried about playing more creatures out because of they may be running Deafening Clarion and they may decide they just want to sweep the board. So I'm a little bit scared. I guess if I play Dauntless Bodyguard and target one of these Knight tokens, that is actually a decent play. Because I'm not going to attack this turn because, again, they have a blocker. Once yeah, we'll target you. Once our History of Benalia hits the 3rd stage, we're going to have a big attack phase. So I think we just pass through combat, and hope they don't wipe our board with the Deafening Clarion. Another Resplendent Angel, that is perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. Looks like they're stuck on 3 mana, and we're kind of flooding. For what our deck is, this is a flood. So we have the City's Blessing now. Let me go ahead and play this, and then I'm gonna attack with all of my Knights. So we have 16 damage right now, and they're just taking the damage. So they must have a play next turn that's going to gain them a lot of life or something. That's my guess. I'm not going to play the Healer's Hawk because I could play the Healer's Hawk. There's just no need really to have another creature on the field when I'm going to be making a vampire creature token anyway. I just risk letting it die to something next on their turn, and I don't really need it because I will have fatal, or not fatal. I mean, same thing. We'll have lethal damage next turn, unless they do something ugly. So Leonin Vanguard gains them a little bit of life and is a blocker. So they go to 8, and they revitalize, so they go to 11. Okay. And they gain 5 life, so they're going to produce... That's actually a big bummer. They produce 2 angel tokens at the end of their turn. Yeah. Okay, so we make a vampire token. That was a bummer. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So they're getting a lot of life. This is starting to look a little bit ugly, folks. We don't have a whole lot going on here. Okay. They've got 4 mana. What can they do? I don't really need blockers, but I also need attackers. A Benalish Marshal would be really nice. I don't think I played the last one. Maybe I do. I can still... Yikes. I guess I do, because if I draw a Benalish Marshal or a whatchamacallit, a Pride of Conquerors next turn, we have a lot more to work with. I think we just pass turn for now, though. Gain a little bit of life, and we just hope that they can't gain a bunch of life this turn. Shalai, Voice of Plenty, is Flame. This looks like Boros Angels, I guess. I mean, they do have Leonin Vanguards, but they probably have Aurelia, Exemplar of Justice in there somewhere. If I'd guess, if they now have Shalai. And I'm assuming, why don't, I'm a little bit confused why they don't attack with these, with their angel tokens. I could kill one of them with my blockers, but whatever. Okay, past the end of combat, and I'll make another vampire token. And go to my turn. Hey, Conclave Tribunal is pretty good, so I have to use it on Shalai. Okay. So, I mean, we play Conclave Tribunal on Shalai. I'll tap Leonin Vanguard and... Actually, I don't want to tap that guy. I'm going to tap all of these. I guess I didn't even have to do that. That was dumb. I could have tapped one more land, and then we just take Shalai. Then we pass turn. We need something that's going to give us some more damage. This is part of this deck's problem, is that I wish it had something like a Mentor of the Meek or some way to gain cards or draw cards, because we just don't have a way. We have no card draw mechanic in this deck, and it's very frustrating. I mean, that's the problem with any aggro deck, is that you run out of steam in games like this where they're able to put out blockers and we don't have removal for them. Oh boy. Yep. This is about to get really bad. Yeah, I mean, we don't block that. We let it happen. They make 2 more angel tokens. Oh boy. Yep. We gotta make a vampire token. I don't think at this point, now that they've got so many creatures on the field, there's not really a way we can win the game. Oh boy, another Legion's Landing. That's super helpful. I wish they would just attack me and kill me, because I don't want to concede. But I also, like, I can't get around their blockers. They've got beefy blockers, and I don't have damage. I can't really do much damage to them. I lose any trade in combat phase. Yeah, and they're back to 21 because Ajani's Welcome is a thing. Yep, that is here, another one. And there's another Shalai. Alright. I don't see why they don't just kill me. Please just kill me. You have all of these angels with vigilance. I think they just want to do it all in one fell swoop and be really cool. It's kind of peeving me off, man. Okay, here they go. Here they go. Two attackers, which we don't block. No blocks. Yeah, we take the damage. Even, yeah, I don't think there's any way that we can win, because we don't have any way to get rid of all these creatures. We don't have a way to... Oh my gosh. I'm going to go ahead and concede now. For sake of time in this video, I'm just going to concede. Or maybe I'll just attack. For fun. It's really for fun. More than anything. Because I lose the exchange and then they kill me and it's over. Yeah, for sake of time, I want to get in more games, so I don't want to let this game drag on like our opponent would like it to. So it's Ogre. Yeah, we moved a little bit too slow in this game. And they were able to get 2 Resplendent Angels on the field with no answer, which is a big old shame. It's a real shame. Yep. Yep. Okay. Well, that didn't go super well. Hopefully, I think what we really need to do is just we need to start faster, honestly. I think that's really the main thing. And this might be the turn. So we go first, we play Healer's Hawk turn 1, and Ajani's Pridemate turn 2. That's actually very good. That's pretty good because we're going to have a 3-3 on the board on turn 2, assuming they don't shock my Healer's Hawk here. If it's mono red, they probably kill Healer's Hawk. No? Okay, great. So we go Ajani's Pridemate, and then attack with Healer's Hawk. This might be Esper Control or something. Yeah, here comes a Thought Erasure probably. Yep, there it is. Esper Control is going to steal my History of Benalia. Oh, well that's a thing. Okay, so we go Benalish Marshal and just start smacking. That was a good draw. Unfortunately, Benalish Marshal is almost definitely just going to die this turn. Probably a Mortify or a Cast Down or something, if they have it. No, Kaya or Jav Usurper, so they probably exile Healer's Hawk. Yeah.
I like a good Decklist. Notice I didn't say fair.
Okay, not the end of the world. We'll play Legion's Landing. I mean, we kill Kaya and we deal 5 damage to them. I mean, yeah, the thing is, if we let Kaya live, she exiles our vampire token, and we want that to be on the board. So let's, yeah, attack you. I was thinking about maybe just keeping her alive and just attacking the face to deal as much damage as possible. It's still an option because they don't gain life because I don't have any creatures in my graveyard. But I think this is the best move. I think this is the best play. We just have to hope. Yeah. No, they can't play Kaya's Wrath next turn, which is really nice. So there's not going to be a board wipe for everything. They could have a Cry of the Carnarium if they play another Swamp. Moment of Craving. And they concede. Okay, so they did not have an answer for that. And you can see how this deck can be really good if you get enough damage on the board really fast, which we did. They couldn't get rid of our Ajani's Pridemate, and then we drew into a Benalish Marshal really early, which was very excellent. Really nice. What did we get? Yay, Charter Course, cool. Okie dokie, guys, this is a third game already, so we're moving pretty quick through this. That second game was very short, which is what you want. Oh boy, this is a weird hand. I almost want to mulligan it. We go first and we can get a Healer's Hawk down. But if we were crazy, no, I think we go Healer's Hawk. I think that's the smarter move. Yeah, I'll keep it. I don't like it particularly because we have only 1-drops. But I think we can work with this. Since we do go first, we get to be a little bit more aggressive. And we just have to hope we draw into something like Ajani's Pridemate or Benalish Marshal. And it looks like mono red, so Healer's Hawk probably dies. Nope, Fanatical Firebrand. Oh, maybe Healer's Hawk does die. Okay. Oh, this would be interesting. I'm going to attack, and I might play... Is it too crazy to play a Pride of Conquerors to keep my Healer's Hawk alive? Yeah, I think they sack Fanatical Firebrand to deal 1 damage to the Healer's Hawk. Probably. Do I keep it alive? Probably not. I think I just play... I let it resolve and then play Skymarcher Aspirant and Dauntless Bodyguard. So that's an okay trade. I'm still on 20 health. And we've got threats that they're going to want to remove, probably. Okay, Viashino Pyromancer. Not an issue. Yep. And then we've just got to go. We've got to play aggressive here. So we will go Can we ascend right now? Wait a second. No, we can't. We're not even close. What am I talking about? We can get to 7 permanents, but... Okay, so we're going to attack, and they probably block Skymarcher Aspirant, but I'm going to play Pride of Conquerors. Oh, just kidding. It'll only... Won't really help us that much. I kind of hope they block, though. This is not a bad trade, because we're both playing aggro decks. Yeah. I would be surprised... I was going to be surprised if they actually blocked. But here's what we can do. We can go another Skymarcher Aspirant and another Dauntless Bodyguard. And they better not have, what's it called? The cannon one. Fiery Cannonade. They better not do that. That would make me really sad. Though I guess my Skymarcher Aspirants would stay alive. Alright, what you got, Nico Gut? Nothing, man. Okay, here's the deal. If I block him, I lose a creature, which is less damage than I would like. Or, means less damage on the board, but if I don't block him, he deals damage, which enables Spectacle, which is Skewer the Critics, and Light Up the Stage, which I hate. Those are all really important for him, for the opponent. I almost want to block this. I don't think I block it, though. I don't think I block. I think I keep as many creatures on the field as I can. Even though I know that I'm risking a Spectacle. Yeah, we'll allow it for now. So he probably plays a Light Up the Stage. Maybe a Skewer the Critics. Wizard's Lightning. So I mean we sacrificed Dauntless Bodyguard. Yeah. And then what? Huh? Fanatical Firebrand. He probably goes immediately to taps this or sacrifices it to kill Skymarcher Aspirant, in which case we sacrifice our Dauntless Bodyguard, which is super lame. Yep. We'll sack you. And then what? Yeah, and then what? Yeah. Yeah. Screw the Critics on me. Okay, so I go to 13, and I think I continue to play aggressively. I think that's the right move. I've got more heat on the board than my opponent. I think I just keep on going. Plug and chug, and I let him deal damage to me next turn, which sucks. But I think this is what I need to do. Yeah, I'm not drawing very well. I really wish I had more threats. Leonin Vanguard works because it gains us life. It works. It's not great, though. In fact, it's probably going to get killed immediately. Because if you're mono red, you can't really let me gain life. So is this a Wizard's Lightning or a Shock or something on Leonin Vanguard? Probably. Probably is. Wizard's Lightning on Skymarcher Aspirant, huh? Yeah, this doesn't help me, so I just resolve that. And this doesn't trigger. So then we go to combat. You know, if he attacks with Vishino Pyromancer this turn, I may block with Leonin Vanguard. That might be stupid, but it does prevent him from activating Spectacle. Even though this is a life gain mechanic for me. Oh, it's such a hard decision because I don't want him to be able to cast Light Up the Stage. Oh, he's just casting Skewer the Critics for straight up 3 damage. Okay, so he was worried about me blocking. I resolve that, and then he attacks me for 2. I guess, yeah. Okay. Kind of an interesting choice. Okay, Dauntless Bodyguard is a thing. And then we attack for 2. So we're just racing our opponent very slowly. It's like a turtle race. Neither of our aggro decks are working out particularly well right now. I think our opponent's not playing it right. I don't know, man. I don't know. But honestly, I probably should have. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I probably should have mulliganed to my opening hand since I only had 1-drops. But I wasn't expecting to only draw 1-drops as well. Like, I've drawn a Leonin Vanguard, a Skymarcher Aspirant, and another Dauntless Bodyguard. That's it. Okay, so he kills Dauntless Bodyguard, so his Vishino Pyromancer can hit me. And then he probably plays... So I'm at 7. Oh, it's my turn, so he doesn't have a Skewer the Critics. Hey, Leonin Vanguard, lovely. This doesn't trigger life gain for me, which is lame. I don't like that. But I'm gonna not block with it. This is so risky. It's incredibly risky to not block this Vishino Pyromancer, though. That's the thing. Because if I don't, I go to 5. Yeah, okay, they Lightning Strike anyway. Okay, they're playing in interesting fashion. Fast damage, we allow the damage because we can't do anything about it. We go to our turn. Oh my gosh. I think I have to not attack though. Because if I attack, he can attack with Pyromancer to get me to 3 and then probably just cast like a Lightning Strike or something and kill me. So I have to hold up a blocker, which really sucks. Oh boy, I wish I hadn't drawn these garbage weak sauce creatures. Garbage weak sauce. I don't think I've said weak sauce in years. Yeah, so he attacks with the Pyromancer. I have to block or I will die. And since he's got spells, he still has the advantage over me. He can Shock and Lightning Strike to win. That's all he has to do. He's been playing Rakdos this whole time? Experimental Frenzy. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, Ajani's Pridemate probably gets killed. We hope they top deck poorly with Experimental Frenzy or we're screwed. We might just be screwed anyway. Rick's Mighty Reveler, huh? That doesn't bother me at all. Okay, good thing they can't play the cards in their hand. But it probably... Oh, Lava Runner. That's stinky. So if he attacks with the Lava Runner, which I'm certain he will, I feel like I have to block. So I block to damage, but I'm going to play Pride of Conquerors to keep my Pridemate alive. Because I need him. Okay, we have another Pride of Conquerors. I can take him to 1 this turn if he doesn't block, but I can't kill him. And then if I do that, I'm trusting the top deck anyway. So here's the deal. He's got, what does he have in his graveyard? So he has a Lightning Strike, Skewer the Critics, Wizard's Lightning, Skewer the Critics, Wizard's Lightning. He's still got multiple lightning strikes and multiple skew the critics and multiple lava runners in his deck. A lot of damage just waiting to come out, and I don't think I can attack yet. It's really sucky. Jeez Louise. Oh boy. I mean, maybe he just top decks lands or something horrible he doesn't want to play. A Runaway Steamkin? Okay. That's actually not terrible for me because it's a slower card. Like, this is something you want on, like, turn 2 as a red deck. Not at the end of the game when you're top decking it with Experimental Frenzy. Why is the game dragging out so long, man? This is mono white against mono red. Okay. Okay. Do I take the damage? It passed really quickly to combat phase, so I don't think he has anything on top. And I really would like to keep my Pridemate alive. Do I risk letting the damage come? I don't really think this helps me that much next turn anyway. Unless I draw a Benalish Marshal, in which case he's probably just going to block. I think I have to risk taking the damage, because I've got to win very soon, or he's just going to kill me. So I don't block. And if I die here, fine. No freaking way. I lose now, I think. Pretty sure I lose. Oh, gee willikers. Okay, well, I pass turn. Oh, gosh. No. No. What you got? There's a shock. Yeah. That's a GG. We lose now. What else do you have, Nico Gut? Oh boy. Oh boy. I'll light up the stage. Oh heck yeah. Heck yes, dude. Another light up the stage. No way. This crazy, bro. I just play. Okay, I'm gonna concede, dude. Just play faster so I can let you actually kill me. I don't like to concede. I like to let the opponent actually kill me. There's a shock. There's all he needed. Literally the only thing you need. Just play the shock. Just play the shock and win. Why are you slow playing me like a punk? My gosh. I don't know why this is making me so angry right now that they're playing slow. Maybe they have a bad connection. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're playing on a toaster, or a potato, or a toaster plugged into a potato. Dude. Dude. Please, just play the shock. Play the shock. Oh my gosh. Why are you doing this to me? It's torture. It's torturous. I'm staring my death in the eye. And it hurts. It really legitimately hurts. Just kill me, man. What if he's just what if he's disconnected or something and now I'm going to win the game? Oh, Nico, my dude. You're insane, man. Why are you doing this? Oh, you're putting me to sleep too. It's right there. It's right here. Play the shock. I have 1 health. This deals 2 damage. I will die. Oh my goodness, man. He's actually disconnected. This is insane. I'm going to win. He's out of control. I'm going to win now. This is the play that I've been waiting for so long, but it took too long to top deck. And now I'm going to lose. Nah. Okay, now it looks like he's taken over the controls again, and now I actually lose. Yeah, good game, dude. Why did you not do that already? Oh my gosh, he just walked. Maybe he's cooking dinner or something. He's cooking dinner, playing Magic the Gathering. Just walked away from the controllers while I was dying. Man, that was so mean. Okay, well, here we go to a fourth game. Okay. Let's look at this hand. It's not bad. It's actually really good. We got 2 lands, which is really all we need, especially when we start with a Legion's Landing. And we have turn 2 plays out the wazoo. This is great. I love it. I have to play an actual planes first. I love it. And hopefully we're against like something mid-rangey or control that we can actually get some damage in early. Oh, heck yeah. So we go planes into Pridemate, and then we can beef up the old Pridemate. And we are rocking and rolling. I just have to hope he doesn't kill Ajani's Pridemate this turn before I can play Dauntless Bodyguard. Oh, this is looking like gates? Okay, this is actually wonderful. Okay, here we go. We're going to do Dauntless Bodyguard, target you, then we're going to go Adanto Vanguard. So we can deal 4 damage, and we actually come out pretty okay with a Gates Ablaze. So next turn, if they have a whatchamadoodle, a Gates Ablaze, yeah, I don't think they can board wipe us. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be just fine. Growth Spiral. Oh yeah, my dude, you've done goofed, bro. How much damage do we have next turn? We have 10 damage next turn. Maybe I'll draw Benalish Marshal or something. Adanto Vanguard, that's fine. Let's go to combat. Yeet. Then we can play History of Benalia and Dauntless Bodyguard, targeting our wait, you're targeted by Dauntless Bodyguard. We can already do, okay, we're gonna be fine. I think we've already won the game, basically. So we can make things indestructible. And we have so much damage on the board. Even like a Gates Ablaze or Ritual Set. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we are going to sack you. And we still win, okay? And we're going to sack you. We're going to spend 4 life. And then we're going to resolve. We only lose 1 creature token, and then we win. That's the efficiency of this deck. That's what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about value. When you can make things indestructible when your opponent is playing board wipes. Oh, so good. I love it. Yes. Yes. Okay. One more game. One more game. Okay. Here we go. Game number 5. On the way. Against Nazgul 94. That's not how you spell Nazgul, my dude. Nazgul. Okay, okay. It's actually good. Opponent goes first. This is actually a good hand, though, because we can play Healer's Hawk into Adanto Vanguard, and then Leonin Vanguard to... Ooh. Ah. That's bad. Oh, okay. So we're going to go ahead and do this anyway. This probably gets killed by the Fanatical Firebrand, like, no doubt. Or we just take the damage and then they shock it or something. Or play another Fanatical Firebrand. I don't know what they're going to do. But this is fine. My only worry is playing the Adanto Vanguard. Oh, here we go. We'll play, instead of that, we're going to play Skymarcher Aspirant into Leonin Vanguard. So we gain life. And then we gain more life. So we're back to 20, and we have creatures on the field. They're going to kill something. Or they just play Runaway Steamkin this turn. And build up a little board, and then they kill probably the Leonin Vanguard, if I had to guess. Or Skymarcher Aspirant. It's whatever, dude. No blocks. No blocks at all. Kind of an important question here. I think I play Benalish Marshal. I think I do. It's going to get killed next turn. So maybe I don't play it. Maybe I just play Skymarcher Aspirant and Adanto Vanguard. But like both these are probably gonna get killed too. But I think I'd do it anyway. Because we can attack with both of these. What? I clicked Healer's Hawk. What was that? Why? Why? I actually needed that life gain. No, this is terrible. That makes me very sad. Okay, another runaway Steamkin, which is actually okay. I'm not worried about that because I'm about to get... My boys are about to get beefy. No blocks. Pass to damage. Yeah, we'll go Ajani's Pridemate. We're getting near, whatchamacallit. I'm gonna attack all. I just go all in here. I think. Yeah, because I do a lot of damage here. Even if they block some stuff, which they don't. I get another life, so this becomes a 4/4. And I can flex and take a bunch of damage next turn because I know that I have Pride of Conquerors and Benalish Marshal at the ready. And it looks like they're stuck on 2 mana, which is actually kind of nice. I wouldn't be surprised if they just kind of concede soon because I'm still at 21 life and they haven't really done a whole lot. Okay. So they're killing Pridemate, which is fine. So this may make things a little bit difficult. Maybe they were just doing that so that I can't block with him without him dying. And so now maybe they play Light Up the Stage. Screw the critics. Fine. Okay, so he basically just absorbed damage for me, which is okay against mono red. Now they have a lot of mana, which is kind of sucky. Having 2 runaway Steamkins is a bummer. Screw the critics. Alright. This is not ideal because they're dealing with a lot of my creatures right now, which is lame. But I'm also not taking very much damage. Pyromancer. Yeah. This is the dangers of letting 2 runaway Steamkins stay on the board. Which we didn't have an option because this deck doesn't have removal. Has a Conclave Tribunal, 1 Conclave Tribunal, and that's it. Then a Lightning Strike on my Leonin Vanguard, which sucks. And they're back and ready to produce more mana again. And if they have a Light Up the Stage in their hand, or like an Experimental Frenzy would be really bad. Okay, so we go to my turn. Yikes. Okay. I don't want to play my Benalish Marshal this turn because I'm pretty sure it just dies to like Wizard's Lightning, Lightning Strike, just something will kill it. I feel like I need a little more juice in the tank. And I can't really attack with you because he gets blocked by that. So I pass turn. So that was actually a really big turn for them. I didn't think they were going to be able to play as much removal as they did. Another Pyromancer. That's cool. So I'm going to take a bunch of damage. Because I can't very well block. I think I... Ooh. What? Yeah. Okay, that's smart. I take 6 damage. I don't know if I'm actually going to win this. I was very excited earlier when I... Oh boy. Okay, so this is okay because we can gain life and Ajani's Pridemate gets beefy. Oh. I have 4 blockers. They have 5 attackers. Pride of Conquerors is actually really nice. This is a bit scary. Not gonna lie, it's a bit scary. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. Absolute trash. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what to do. I guess I play Benalish Marshal. Like, that seems like the only thing to do. But I don't have a flyer yet. I do gain some life, so Ajani's Pridemate is getting bigger. So this is a big blocker, which is wonderful. Another Lava Runner, which I'm not real concerned about. They still have a lot of blockers. Still have lots of blockers. Oh, actually, amazing. Yes. Dauntless Bodyguard, thank you. So we can make Benalish Marshal have Indestructible. And we do this, and that gives me Ascend. So we gain life. And then here's 3 damage. Okay, so that looks like a light up the stage or something. Maybe Experimental Frenzy. What is this? Experimental Frenzy. Okay. Could be a bummer here. So the good thing about them playing Experimental Frenzy is that they're restricted to whatever's on the top of their deck. This is like a good card for them because it allows them to keep playing if they do well. So we just have to get lucky is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. They shock on Benalish Marshal. I let that resolve. I'm going to have to make him indestructible, but I want them to deal some damage to him first. Fanatical Firebrand. Okay, resolve. Bummer. Oh, and they've got all the mana in the world. Another Experimental Frenzy, so that gets that out of the way. Resolve. A mountain, and then what? Yeah, and then what? And then what? So we have to sack Dauntless Bodyguard to make you indestructible. But this means they can't really attack because I have an indestructible creature that will kill their Goblin Chain Whirler or a Runaway Steamkin if they attack. Oh my, that was not what I was expecting. I thought they had run out of things. Oh boy, okay. I'm a little bit surprised they didn't kill my Benalish Marshal with that instead. Another Goblin Chain Whirler? Are you serious? How are they doing this? How are they getting so lucky? This is crazy. Yeah, resolve. Please, you cannot be this lucky. You cannot have more things to play. Oh my gosh. How is this happening? No way. This is insanity. Good lord. Are you done yet? What the heck? I'm dead. I lose the game now. Are you freaking kidding me? They get 2 Goblin Chain Whirlers and all of this? They started with this. They go Shock, Fanatical Firebrand, Lightning Strike, Shock, or one mountain in there, Lightning Strike, 2 Goblin Chain Whirlers. Unbelievable. They have more. They're still going. They're still... You've got to be joking. What else? What else? Oh, I forgot. They also played an Experimental Frenzy. Because 2 Runaway Steamkins is insane. Okay, Fanatical Firebrand. Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah. What next? What next? And a lava runner. Okay, fine. That's fine. Not a problem, man. Not a problem. We're good here. Oh, okay. They finally ran into a mountain. Have at me. You just go right ahead. Yep. Sure thing, man. My lord. The luckiest piece of garbage in the whole world. I'm so upset. I'm actually fuming. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's steam literally coming out of my ears. Literally, I've never been this more angry. This more angry. What am I even saying? I can't even speak English anymore. I'm sorry. Now that that's happened, the video is over. I'm just kidding. We are going to go back. I'm going to be reasonable. We'll talk about the deck a little bit more. Okay. So, things that frustrated me is that there's no way to draw cards in this. There's no way to draw cards. I want a Mentor of the Meek. I would really like Mentor of the... Not Mentir. Can I type, please? Mentor of the Meek. Great card. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1 if you do draw a card. This does slow your deck down. I'm not saying this is really bad. This does slow things down, but it makes sure that when your opponent has lots of removal, you can continue to draw cards and get creatures. Because you can't stop. If you stop and start relying on top decking, you almost certainly lose. And we kind of saw that in a lot of situations. We were like, okay, are they gonna top deck better? Are they gonna have more damage than me? And usually we lost because A, we don't have a way to draw like a lot of decks do, and we have very little removal. We have 3 Conclave Tribunals in here and nothing else. I mean, there are good things about this deck. There were certain times where it worked so efficiently, and we won on like turn 4, basically. Against that Guildgates deck, absolutely phenomenal performance by this deck. Really great. Because Ajani's Pridemate is wonderful, and Dauntless Bodyguard is great, especially when you put it on a Benalish Marshal. There are really great things about this deck, but really sucky things too. I'm not gonna mince words. This was honestly kind of a frustrating deck to play, but not terrible. I don't know if that helped anyone. If you enjoyed watching this video, let me know below by dropping a fat ol' like on it or letting me know in the comments. Also, you can suggest things for me to play in the future. I'm always open to suggestions for decks that you guys want to see. And other than that, just thanks for taking the time to watch this video. It's been a blast for the most part. Adios.